All right, kicking off 2022 season here with the Tournament of Champions. Not my favorite event to start the year, but hey, it's golf. What do you think, Blake?
Yeah, definitely not my favorite event. But I'm very excited to get back into the golf swing. Kind of getting sick of football. And it's just gonna be nice when it's golf only bets. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. But this tournament for me is just not something I really enjoy. 40-man field, 39. It's going to be, I don't know, the motivation factor is something that I always hate betting on, where I'm not sure exactly how much guys care about this event. For me, the season really starts at Sony. It's good to have golf back. I'm excited to watch golf, but this event just does not do it for me.
Yep, I hear you. Doesn't really do it for me either. But we haven't had golf in a month, so we're gonna bet it, and hopefully, we pick one or two guys that can get in the mix here.
A month feels like a year
Right?
because we do this shit so much. Um,
It was
all
a
right.
good break, though. Much needed. I was getting golf fatigue, just like I'm getting football fatigue now. So
It was probably more
obviously,
than
obviously, golf I can last for months and months and months, but I need a break from football.
yeah. I'm excited for the season too. I mean, last season we had a pretty good year, but we had a lot of bad breaks and we still did all right. I think this year things are going to start. The pendulum's going to start to swing. A lot of guys, so I fade, kind of got some wins last year. I just think the pendulum's going to swing far the other way this year. I'm expecting a pretty good year.
Yeah, like you said on the preview show, you're not expecting big things out of Sam Burns, huh?
No Sam Burns. Everyone has Cantley winning all majors and all this shit. I'm gonna be fading his ass too. Who else? Well, yeah, the same guys that kind of won last year who I didn't really think were gonna win. All right. Sentry Tournament of Champions. We're at Kapalua Plantation Course in Maui. Par 73, really weird. 7,515 yards at the par 73 because there are 5 par 5s and only 3 par 3s. 7,500 yards makes it seem long, but par 73, that makes it shorter. And then also the elevation makes it shorter. So it really isn't a long course. Shorter guys have competed here a lot. Shorter guys have had a lot of success. You got the Spieths and the Zach Johnsons of the world who have done really well here. No cut event, obviously, with 39 guys in the field. Good field. It's a loaded field at the top, which makes it a little better, even though the event isn't great. No Rory. He's the only guy who was invited who declined to come. Looks like he's making his debut in 3 weeks in Abu Dhabi. Kind of strange. No DJ this year. Didn't win. Yeah, for the first time in I don't know, a long time. Rory actually qualified last year and chose not to come as well. So he must just not like coming here. Past winners last year, you had Harry English at 25 under.
Real bullshit that fuck X gets to come here too, by the way.
Yeah,
He didn't win a PGA event. Get the hell out of my face.
seriously.
Sorry to interrupt you. It just really bothered me the last couple of days.
No, it is bullshit. There's 30 guys in the Olympics, whatever, and half of them like that have never competed in a PGA Tour event. Should not count at all. JT in 2020 at 14 under. The wind was pretty bad that year, rounds 1 and 2. X in 2019 at 23 under. DJ 2018, JT 2017, Spieth 2016, Reed 2015. The big guns really have gotten it done here, and most of the time it's been between 21 under and 30 under. That 14 was really an outlier, so definitely going to be a birdie fest. Some stats I got: approach, a little bit off the tee. You know, most of the times off the tee hasn't mattered as much, but there's been a couple of years where guys have just, you know, put their dick on the table off the tee wise. DJ did it when he won, gained like 8 or 9 off the tee.
Almost made a hole in one on par 4.
Yeah, yep. So it has helped, and you can really get away with not too much trouble here. Proximity 100 to 125. A lot of flip wedges, so players who are great with a wedge do well here. Par 5 because there's 5 of them. You got stroke team putting, Bermuda Velcro. The greens have been Velcro slow on 15 out of the last 16 rounds, so you can expect that to happen again. And that's what I got.
Yeah, you gotta sniff out who is actually here to win and who is like just simply here for the vacation and hasn't really swung a golf club in a month, but they're just kind of here to start their season out. They'll play here and then they'll probably play Farmers or Genesis or go to Abu Dhabi. So you kind of have to sniff out who is actually in good form, and it's very tough to do because we haven't really seen anybody since the Hero, and at what 10 to 12 guys that are in the Hero are here.
Right.
Maybe more, but still not all of them. So yeah, I mean, a guy like Brooks is interesting. He's got some good odds, but he's probably just here just because.
That's
Yeah, I don't know. Wicked tough event to handicap.
That's the problem here, is that the motivation thing, because I think a lot of guys are, like you said, are here just to kind of get the season back in swing. This event doesn't mean all that much if you win it. Perfect example is last year. I didn't watch much of this event last year, but I do remember watching towards the end, getting ready for the playoff, and you had Neiman, who was just like kicking it with Sergio and his girlfriend and Sergio's wife, and he wasn't even hitting balls on the range before the playoff. They were just kind of hanging out, like sitting down, having some lunch and chilling, and then he just went right back out and lost in the playoff. Like, kind of, I think that's the attitude most of these guys have this week.
Yeah, around the greens, I think important, and then the undulating lies is like very Augusta. Like I feel like big Augusta comp.
Yeah,
just from the lie standpoint, and a lot of the winners have won the Masters.
I agree with that. Around the green, I think the green and right percentage is very high here. I didn't think around the green was going to factor in too much.
Oh, really? I thought I saw that it was pretty important. I could be wrong. I don't know. Reed, Spieth, JT, I feel like they're all great around the green.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Odds board wise, I guess just start real quick with Rahm. He's obviously the favorite. What's he, 7.5 to 1?
I got co-favorites here. Rahm 8.5 to 1 and JT 8.5 to 1. Obviously, JT's history here.
Wow, so they're kind of slashing him. Rahm, in my opinion, is obviously unbettable. We're not going to go this high anyway, but even if we were to, it's just not the time for him. He's took a couple months off at least. The last time we saw him was at the Spanish Open. He missed the cut, and then he took 2 months off, 2.5 months off. So hasn't played in 10 weeks, and 10 weeks ago he missed the cut. So I think it's going to take him a little bit to get in the swing of things. This isn't the week for him. If he wins, so be it.
I mean, yeah, kind of. I mean, I could still see him winning.
No, of course he could, but
he's been here 4 times. He's got 4 top 10s.
Yeah, out of 15 guys.
Well, out of 40 guys, it's still. I mean, you're still finishing the top quarter. You'd be shocked if he contended.
No, I wouldn't be shocked. Of course not. Of course I wouldn't be. But I'm just
what
saying,
if he's just been grinding and he comes out here and just? I don't think he's been grinding, but what if he has been and then he just comes out in here and storms?
That could happen, but if he was 12 to 1, I'd certainly consider it.
Yeah, for sure. I thought JT was gonna be 12 to 1, and I was ready to bet the 12, but I can't bet the 8.5.
Yeah, we'll see what we get. Who knows? It seems like there's definitely some fluctuation in odds that we're seeing, and I'm sure that people are taking JT money, and that might be crashing due to that. But I agree with you. 12 was a good number on him with his history. I mean, every time he plays here, he contends, and he's great in Hawaii. He's won Sony, so.
I know we're kind of shitting on the tournament, but I do feel like these 2 weeks are a great start to the golf season. Like, I like that the tour starts in Hawaii.
Yeah.
You get night golf after football ends. You're not really paying attention to it until like the football games are over. It's usually during the playoffs, and I just feel like it's a good start to the. So I will enjoy this tournament. It's just very tough to handicap.
Yeah, if you get someone in the mix, I mean, it's probably going to be, you're going to have somebody in the mix, and then you're going to be watching them go against some of the best. There's going to be studs all over the place on the leaderboard.
Yeah.
So that's going to be fun to watch, of course. But Sony, I really like Sony a lot. I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, Hawaii's good. It's not a bad little swing.
So, okay. After those two, you got Morikawa at 10, Bryson X at 12, Cantlay and Vic at 14.
So strategy-wise, I know you and I were talking a bit about this. I think you can this week, especially because the mid-range is like 20 to 30. You got to probably take one guy in 16 or below, and then maybe one guy 20 or above, and then call it a day. So I think we should target at least somebody in this range.
Okay, I'm going to skip everybody in this range, I think.
Okay, I mean maybe sub 20. I don't know if this exact range, but I've been thinking
The
about
reason I'm going to
Bryson.
skip everybody is because I'm not fully investing in this thing. I don't think. Maybe I will, but if one of these big guys wins, I'm fine with it. My life can go on, whatever. I'm not going to miss out on a.
Yeah,
It's not going to be like Rahm US Open when I missed out on that and I was devastated. It's just like whatever. Like they win, good for them.
yeah, half the field sub 20. So what are you going to do?
Yep.
The one guy I'm considering in this range here is, again, if we get a 12 on JT, I definitely would consider that. But if we don't, Bryson is the guy I was considering. Like you said, 12, probably not enough to bet. If it drifted 14, 16, I could see myself betting Bryson just because. And I could see him drifting just because I don't think anyone's really going to be high on him here. He has back-to-back, I think, 7th place finishes with one off year in between. I think the 5 par 5s he should be able to take advantage of. He's been grinding in the offseason, whether that's long drive crap or whether it's actually trying to become a better player on the PGA Tour, which I hope he's done some of the latter, but I definitely not a guarantee. I think it's definitely a place he can tear apart if he's in the right space.
Yeah. I'm with you if the number drifted on Bryson to a bet the number type. If it got to 16, I'd probably just grin and bear it with him and bet him. But every time he's played here, he's lost approach. He's lost on approach. He needs flat lies. Like it's the same thing with Augusta. He's never finished well at Augusta. I know he's had some couple top 10s here, but I mean, the calculations go out the window when he doesn't have flat lies. There's a reason why he sucks at Augusta.
All fair points. It's not something I really considered.
Plus, I'm waiting around the green. I feel like it correlates, and I don't trust him around the green. Trust him putting.
Yeah, I trust him putting. I tend to like him on faster greens too.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah, all those are definitely fair points. I'm not going to force a Bryson bet unless it's right. If I got a 14, 16, yeah, I'll consider it. That's where I'm at with him.
But I'm with you. He's definitely been a guy. He's definitely picked up a golf club in the last month. Well, I've seen him pick up a golf club. So,
and he's motivated to win, I think.
Yeah. I just don't love this spot for him.
I don't either. But would you surprise you if he tore the place up and had 100 yards into everything and started playing well?
No, but is that Bryson with a wedge? Is that like his advantage? It's not at all.
It isn't. And
Bryson with a long iron, that's his advantage.
You're right.
Everybody's hitting a wedge here. There's a reason why Justin, Spieth, Reed, they're great with a wedge.
Okay. Anyone else in this range that we said?
I mean, X has played here 4 times. He's obviously won it the year he stormed Gary. Second the year after, I think he lost in a playoff to JT. And then 5th last year. I don't know. What do you think of X? It's intriguing, but I know we don't bet him.
No thanks.
And then Victor, I mean, Victor's probably in the best form out of anyone playing this week. He's obviously coming off a couple wins, won the Hero, won the Mayakoba. He's Mr. Resort guy. Obviously, this is pretty much a bird, and he's a Birdfest guy. This is a Birdfest. So I don't. Yeah, I could definitely see Victor winning. It sucks that his number's 12. He was 16. I'd be betting it, but I think everybody else would be betting the 16. I don't know.
He's going to be tough to bet this year, huh?
Yeah, it sucks. I might have to join you on that Hovland Masters or Open bet just to get a real number on the guy.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, 33 might look really good by the time that comes around with all the steam he's getting. I agree. I think he's the best fit this week. I mean, he's playing really well. This is the perfect course fit for him. The number, again, 12, I wouldn't bet. 14, 16, I will. If him or Bryson got to 14, 16, I would bet it. I think that's where I'm at right now.
We also, I'm with you on those two. We just glossed over Morikawa. I feel like we do that all the time.
I know he almost won this last year, but is 25, 26 under at a resort course where you want to bet Colin? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't want to bet him, no. But at least he's finally getting some respect.
He is. It makes me feel better about not having to bet him.
Yeah, I mean, it's good. Actually, I'm glad he's a 10.
Yeah, he's 10. He's where he belongs, and that's fine. I'm not going to bet it, but could he win? Yep, and we're not going to kick ourselves if he's 10.
Yep. Okay. And we'll just pass on Cantlay because his face sucks.
Yeah, horrible face.
All right. I guess the only other one below 20 is your boy Sam Burns, 18-1. Bermuda Burns.
I mean,
first timer.
First timers never won here besides once, I think, a long time ago. So that there's that. But
that's another Augusta correlation too.
Yeah, that's true. Course fit wise, he's perfect. Obviously, he's great on Bermuda. He's great with a wedge from 100 to 125. He's one of the best guys in the field.
Birdie maker.
Birdie, yeah. He's a great course fit. All right. Let me say this. I don't know. In elite field, is that where you want to bet Sam Burns?
No, God, no.
No, I'm not there where these people are. Like, he's an elite player. He's going to contend at majors. I'm not there yet. I'm not there. I probably never will be because he's not going to compete at majors this year. So, not for me.
You just don't like that pig nose, huh?
I know. He's the fucking Angry Birds pig nose guy.
All right, we'll go to the next range. This is where it gets interesting, and there's some guys I like. Okay. We got our guy Decky, 20. Spieth, 20. Berger, 20. Cam Smith, 22. Reed, 25. Finau, 25. Sanjay, 25.
This is a good range. Let me. There's a guy who wasn't really on my radar until you brought him up. Let's just hear it. Let's just start there.
Decky time, baby. Decky.
Show him the shirt.
Right there, baby.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna start the year off right. He's got great course history. I know last year he sucked. He lost 9.7 putting last year at this place. Came in 41st. That's probably dead last. Every other time he's finished in the top 4.
Wow.
And that's with putting either losing 2 strokes or gaining 1 in between that. So if he just is average to the field average, he's gonna contend. Why wouldn't we bet him at 20? It feels like a little bit of value. He's just as good as, or he has just as much win equity, I think, as like X Cantlay, obviously Burns.
Yeah, you could say that. I mean, for a while you probably couldn't, but now you can.
The problem is he won his last start. I know it was in October.
I actually think that's more of a good thing than a bad thing for me right now, because looking what he was doing prior to that win, it was a little bit concerning. And the fact that he went out there and won shows that at least he's okay. And you talk about guys who've been grinding, who haven't been grinding. I imagine he's been grinding.
Definitely.
Golf is his life. I mean, it's all these guys' lives, but that's the kind of guy he is. He works at it. He's not much of a social guy. He kind of keeps his personal life under wraps. He's in the off season. He's definitely grinding. So
yeah, he's not here on vacation, right? He's probably definitely.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, he's not here on vacation. No.
Where did the Japs vacation? It's a tough one.
Yeah, I don't know. I gotta look into that. I wasn't ready for that one off the cuff there. Yeah, I think I like that. I like it a lot. I'd like to get a 22 to 25. That'd be great. I think he's a little bit under the radar. You talk about a little bit of the correlation with Augusta, the lies. Birdie Fest. What do you think about Birdie Fest for him?
I don't love Birdie Fest for him. But what was the last event he won?
That was the
The Zozo.
yeah,
Wasn't that a Birdie Fest?
yeah, I think it was.
No, he was 15. Yeah, I don't know. I don't love him in Birdie Fest, but I know he has won Birdie Fest.
Yeah,
That,
he's
that
can
is
win
concerning,
anything.
actually. But around the
Little,
green, Gusta narrative, I don't know. It just feels like a nice value play.
so he lost 10 strokes putting last year, which is obviously very bad. Is it,
Mm-hmm.
do you think that's just an anomaly, or is it something about the course or these greens that he doesn't like? I mean, 10's a lot.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, he lost 10, but the 3 times prior, he's been either lost 1 or gained 1. So if he just does what he usually does here. I mean, there's times when Decky will just every like 7, 8 tournaments, Decky's gonna lose a shit ton putting. That's just who he is. If you just go through his list of putting, strokes gained putting, like every 8th tournament, he'll lose like 9 randomly. Where
Yeah,
typically he's just around like -1, -2, and he's so good ball striking wise that he can just get away with it.
he's only won one event in his career over 20 under. That
Okay.
was 2016. That was the WGC in China. So
Very probably very similar type field, not as strong maybe, but 60 guys.
I mean, I like it. I think number wise, it's going to be a good one. I mean,
Maybe the wind will pick up and scores will be lower like that JT year.
would be nice. All those 12 to 14 guys are very tough to bet. I think you can get a nice full bet on them at 2022. I'd really, yeah, I'm with you. I think I'll definitely bet him at that number. Fuck it. Start the year off with a Decky bet.
Love it. Love Decky. You have anything more on him? Or are you good?
I'm good. I'm down to bet it.
Okay. Who else you like in this range?
Reed's the obvious one, who I know a lot of guys are going to bet, possibly everybody. Just like, ending the year the way everybody started it. Oh, auto bet on Reed, good course history, good number. I don't care, whatever. He can turn it on. The one thing that's maybe a little bit different this time is he actually is showing some form, or had shown some form at Hero, finished third, and there is the correlation between here and Hero. So makes more sense. It's not just a blind bet at this point because of that. But yeah, he's going to be the chalk. We like to avoid that. I like to avoid that. I don't want to read too much into it. If I really truly thought he was going to win, I would bet it, but I'm probably not going to.
Yeah, I'm with you on Reed. I don't know. Just feel like you're just taking the bait if you're betting Reed this week.
Yeah, I agree. The one time he was good could have been an anomaly. Who were the other guys you listed there?
Spieth, Berger, Finau, Sanjay. Spieth, Berger 20, Sanjay, Reed, Finau 25.
Spieth sucks again. I know he has good history, but he was dead last at Hero. He sucks at golf. His brief time back in the sun is over with. Maybe he contends at Augusta or Pebble Beach or those places, but
So what are you gonna do if I bet him this week? So I'm
I'll
considering it.
I'll say good luck to you.
22-1. Come on.
Number's pretty good, but dude, he was dead last at Hero, and he's sucked for a while since the Open.
Yeah, but he likes this place.
He does. He definitely does.
I'm playing the Augusta comp. The uneven lies. That's Jordan Spieth. Flip wedges. That's Jordan Spieth. Gain a bunch putting. That's Jordan Spieth. Around the green, Jordan Spieth. All we need to do is get him in the mix, and then that 22 to 1 is really a 10 to 1.
Yeah, no, it is. It is.
I know you think he sucks, but come on.
Well, Harris
loves
English
this
sucks,
place.
and he won.
Yeah, there you go.
You're not concerned by his horrible performance at Hero? I know that he had the wrong tee issue.
I'm not concerned about Hero at all. I don't give a fuck about Hero.
Yeah, that's a very valid point. Maybe I'm just looking for reasons to avoid him. The reasons why I'm considering, I mean, if you bet him, I might bet him, just because 20 plus. I think it's a great value in this field.
That's why, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna disagree with that. I mean, I don't think it's a bad bet by any means. I wouldn't argue that.
He can spray it everywhere.
He just had a kid, right? Was that before or after the hero?
That was before the hero.
Maybe
Kid's
that's
probably
not,
2 months old.
I don't know if that's a negative or a positive. I know hero is probably a negative, but
Probably means the kid and wife aren't with him.
that's true. So he's banging strippers.
I don't know if he's that kind of guy, but he's probably hanging out with
his buddies.
JT.
Yeah. Yeah, I could. Yeah, I didn't think so, but
you just think he stinks? Like he just stinks.
I do think he stinks.
But he can stink and there'll still be his courses. He has courses even when he stinks.
Yeah, I say he can still contend at the Masters and Pebble and stuff. And how good is his history besides the win?
2nd, 1st, 3rd, 9th.
Yeah,
hasn't played here since 18. Obviously, because he didn't win for 3 years.
Yeah. No, you're making a good case. I agree with that. I do think and like the last point you just made is one I definitely agree with. He can stink and still win this, obviously.
Yeah. He stinks and is almost won the Masters.
All right. And like I said, I have no strong feelings that are too strong coming into this week. So yeah, I could be convinced for sure.
Isn't Finau like Hawaiian?
I was thinking about Finau a little bit.
Yeah. I don't hate the Finau play. I can just see him wearing one of those leis.
Is he Hawaiian? I don't think he is.
No, but can't you picture him wearing a lei after a win? You know, the Hawaiian shit that they put over you?
Oh, yeah. Do they do that here or is that Sony they do that? Did they do that at Sony? I remember Cooch having that on.
I'd imagine that's what they do in Hawaii.
Both places, maybe, yeah. I could definitely see Finau. Yeah, maybe we just stay in the 20 to 25 range. Fuck it.
Yeah, I'm not going to – if these other guys win, whatever. It's not a big week.
Okay.
Anything on Sanjay? We were on him last year. Or I was. Him in 5th, first time out.
I'm not a big Sanjay guy. He played well in lost strokes putting, if I remember correctly.
I'll tell you right now.
I remember he just couldn't make a putt, and he was kind of in the mix a bit.
Yep, lost 3.2, gained 5.2 on approach.
Yeah,
that was off a 2nd at the Masters, the November Masters.
He was playing very well at that time. I'd rather bet Finau, I think.
Okay, that's fair. Nothing on Berger, right? Is this where he shot the 59, or was it next week?
I think it was. It was at Sony.
Yeah.
Well, I think. I don't know, though. Hasn't he done well at similar things like this?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
I like him with a wedge.
Played it 3 times, 3 top 15s. Nothing great.
Yeah, you kind of look at the English thing. He's kind of like an English.
I can just. Berger's the type of guy, he's just here to start. He hasn't been doing shit.
Yeah.
Right? He's just been chilling, probably riding his boat.
Yeah. Tony, going back to that, he was pretty bad after he won, wasn't he? And he's been bad ever since.
Finau. Yeah, he won, then 15th at BMW. And, yeah, 11th, 45th miscut. Yeah, I don't know. Do you take form in, though?
No, you don't really. You don't.
His last stroke event was November 14th.
That's what's tough about this event. Motivation. You can't determine motivation. You can't determine form, and you can't. And then all the odds are pretty bad, and the field sucks. So that's.
Yeah. All right, 30 to 1 plus. We got Brooks at 30. Your boy Mark at 30. Defending champ Harry English, 33. Kokrak, 35. And Gooch, 45. Those are all the guys under 60.
Um,
Start with Brooks, obviously. He clearly doesn't give a fuck. I already know Jen is with him this week.
I mean, he definitely doesn't. But man, that's a good number.
30.
I mean,
You could take Decky, Spieth, and Brooks and just call it a week and say, hey, one of you guys get in the mix.
right? No, you definitely could.
All question marks for sure.
I'd consider it.
But is the risk? Is it worth the risk?
I don't think he's gonna one of these types of things when he's 31st. I think
He's not a 20. Yeah, he's not a 25 under guy.
like he could knock here and show up somewhere like Waste and win at 14 under like he did. But is he gonna knock here? And I mean, not that he didn't care then, but like you can think he doesn't care and show up at a place and win at 14 under. Is he gonna show up and make 35 birdies?
No, I just think he's there to hang out in Hawaii.
I do too. But last time we saw him at the match, he was pretty lights out.
And he was good at the Hero.
Where'd he finish there?
He was in the I don't know. He was in the last one of the last groups going into Sunday.
Probably not, but I think there is some. It is intriguing.
Oh, he was with wasn't he with Morikawa? Morikawa was awful. Yeah, Brooks was +2 on the final day, finished T9th.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna win.
But he was in second going into the final round.
I like Mark.
All right, before we get off Brooks, I just bet him at to be the PGA money winner this year.
What was the number?
I don't know. Everybody was like 10 to 15 to 1, and he was 52 to 1.
Jeez.
I was just like, all right, whatever.
Does he play enough to do that?
I don't know. Win a major, and he's right there.
Yeah, for sure. That's a great. I mean, yeah.
I just thought it was. I'll text you offline on where it was.
Okay, I'll bet it. I'll bet that.
Yeah, Rahm was like 6 to 1. He wasn't even the favorite. I think Rory was plus 450.
Really? 52 to 1. That's a great bet.
Right? I think it was even slashed.
Wow.
So, all right, give me Mark.
Mark. No, I mean, I do like him. I don't know. Next week's the spot. I really hope he sucks this week so we can bet him next week. I just think Sony's going to be a great spot for him. We're on him last year. He did very well. This week I could see him winning. I don't want to bet it at 30 though.
Yeah, what happened to that number? I thought it was in the 40s.
If it was 40, I would probably bet it, or 45, but I'll pass on that one this week. But wouldn't surprise me. I don't know if I'm playing DK, but he's a guy I'd like to have in my lineup.
No, I forgot a couple guys in the 20s. Your boy, the Rodents, Abe Ancer and Cam Smith. Anything on them?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I'll bet Mark next week for sure.
I thought Cam Smith, the Weasel, was like 14 to 1 on DraftKings. What's he now?
22.
Yeah, fuck that. 28. What'd you think about it?
No.
Okay, good. Me either. 30. Yeah. Who else?
I don't know. Maybe we should though. Maybe he was 35. Same guy as Spieth.
Okay, if he was 35, but he's not, so whatever.
Yeah. Kokrak Gooch.
No,
Kokrak's won a field like this before.
Gooch is never going to win again. Kokrak's going to have a horrible season.
Okay. Couple guys here coming up. 60 to 1. Kevin Na, Billy Horschel.
I like those.
Those are good odds.
Forgot about Na.
He won Sony last year.
Pretty good. We didn't bet him because of Bermuda last year, and he's been all West Coast. But this is a course you can obviously compete at. All shorter guys have done well here. My only concern albeit it's a large concern. This guy has never done dick in a good field, ever.
He was 32nd, 38th the last 2 years here.
He can't compete in good fields.
Very true. Sony ain't a good field.
He's never won a good field. And I really don't think he's ever really contended in a good field.
Tour championship.
Oh, he played well. Yeah, he played well there. But nope,
I mean,
that's just
he
different.
won the stroke play.
He tied with Rahm, didn't he?
Yeah.
That doesn't really sway me in any way.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. I'm intrigued by the Billy number. I feel like it's disrespect. Billy won last year a couple times, and he was good in Euro.
He's as
Similar
good as Sam Burns.
Yeah, exactly. He's just as good a chance as these guys.
I think that's an auto bet. That number's an auto bet.
60, right?
Yeah, he finished the year strong too. Won in Europe.
He won no cut Euro event with the studs.
BMW PGA.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a great win. That was when Rose was there. A lot of good players was there.
And then he won the match play.
Yeah, he had a good year. I really think he's a better player than Burns. I mean, people are probably going to scoff at that, but even if he's not a better player than Burns, he's 60 and Burns is 18. I think they've played, you would call him, before people were talking about Bermuda Burns, we're talking about Bermuda Billy.
That's right.
And he's very good with a wedge. When he gets a hot putter, there's very few as good as him. From 5 to 10 feet, he is the best putter on tour. He's the lowest miss percentage from 5 to 10 feet. He's up in the 90%.
3-putt avoidance is big here.
I'm sure he's up there too because he doesn't really miss shorties.
I don't think he's a better player than Burns, but he's definitely a better player than Gooch.
Oh, fuck yeah, he is.
And you get 15 more points with Horschel.
I'll definitely. Oh yeah, auto bet 60, 50. Fuck yeah, I'll definitely 100% bet that.
Okay, you want to go down the list? I mean, a lot of these guys have no chance, but Seamus Power. I'll just name them all since there's not that many. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say one of the guys, but you can name them first.
All right, Seamus Power 75. Our guy Max Homa 80. Si Woo Kim 80. Our guy Cam Champ 80. Those are all below 100. Anything there?
No.
Seamus Power, Jesus Christ, how was he 75?
Yeah, I saw a lot of people.
He had a hot run.
A lot of people high on him this year, like breakout players of the year. Like anyone who just writes Seamus Power, I'm just gonna fucking unfollow him.
Okay, Lucas. A lot of these guys we hit winners on last year. Lucas Herbert, 100.
Yeah, he was the guy I was gonna mention.
Because these are all the winners, but
in fact, everyone that we hit last year is on his.
Yeah. Lucas Herbert, 100. Garrick Higo, 125. Grace, 125. Cam Davis, 125.
I was going to mention Herbert.
Okay.
Only because he played well at Bermuda. He's done well on these coastal type tracks. Even his European wins he had some coastal ones as well. Can he win this event? Probably not. That's all I was going to say.
Yeah, I just can't see him winning. But yeah.
No, I can't see him winning at all. Billy's the lowest I'll go. I'm not interested in.
You know what's crazy? Cam Champ has played this event 3 times already.
Wow, because he's a winner. That's what he said, the win equity guy.
It's more than Morikawa, Hovland.
I'd imagine he's pretty horrible here. I can't see this being a fit.
11th, 14th, 31st.
Not too bad. Can't hit a wedge, though.
No.
Besides that beautiful one on 18 that wrapped up the 3M for us.
Right. KH Lee, 125. Kisner, 150. Bullshit that he's here. Phil Mickelson, 150. Joel Damon, 150. Matt Jones, 150. And then 2 guys, 200 to 1. Lucas Glover and old man Stewie Sink.
What about Phil?
I don't know.
I mean, wasn't he good here once upon a time?
I'd imagine, but I didn't have information earlier than 2014. He hasn't played here, I think, since 2011.
Yeah, just a crazy number.
I mean, The things he does could be good.
Yeah. He can spray it if he needs to. I'm pretty sure he's won this event multiple times. Let me double check. But
he definitely has. I mean, all those studs were. I remember Tiger and Ernie going at it here. VJ, Phil, they all won it.
well, he has 57 wins, so yeah, you'd imagine a couple of them were here. Yeah.
I don't hate it, to be honest with you, though.
I don't either. I mean, sometimes life is rigged too, right? I mean, you'd think. I don't know. He's not going to win anything of significance this year, but I wouldn't put it past him to win something like this.
Think he's been playing?
I think he always plays. That's what he does for fun.
Just won the PIP.
Yeah. Obviously, you got the Augusta comp. You got maybe a little Pebble Beach comp. Obviously, he's one of those guys like Tiger where you're gonna have a comp everywhere. But
yeah, fuck it. I can bet Phil. I'm not gonna break the bank here. He's 150 to 1.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't get why not.
He's probably not gonna win, but I mean, he only has to beat 38 guys.
Can he get to 25 under? No, probably not.
Before the fucking Kiwa, I would have sworn his next win would have been a birdie fest.
True. The one thing with Phil is he's going to make bogeys even on the easiest of courses.
Yeah, it's very true.
Yeah,
you're not spending that much money on him. Fuck it.
Yeah, I kind of like it. Like I can definitely. I'm starting to like picture it in my head now. I mean, those par fives, he lays up in two, flips a little wedge in there.
Is he still good at that though? That's the thing. He was like lights out at it in his prime.
I think he is.
I don't know if he is.
Can't flip wedges in there anymore.
I feel like he's. The announcers tell you that he's the best at it, but he's really hasn't been good at it in like 10 years.
Yeah, he's as good once as he ever was. But let me just check real quick the proximity 100 to 125, see where he lands on there. In this field. Yeah, not bad. He's 23rd.
All right.
7th in putting and slow Bermuda.
It's not bad. Let's do it.
No. Yeah, fuck it. That'll be fun.
It will be fun. All right. So who else up top? What are you doing?
I don't know. I mean, okay, we're on Decky, Phil. I'll definitely bet Billy. Decky, Phil, Billy. I'm not going to bet up top unless either Vic or Bryson slips to 14 plus.
I think that's the way to go with this.
And if not, you get the other three guys. And if you say Spieth at 22, whatever, we'll do it.
Yeah, kind of intrigued by him.
I mean, a good you could do Spieth, Decky.
You're right, though. There's a 75% chance he's just not good at golf anymore.
I think it's higher, but even if it's higher, it doesn't make it 22 a bad bet in this field.
Yeah.
Okay, so if we went,
we got to have a Birdfest guy in there, and I feel like he's the Birdfest guy.
Yeah. Decky,
right?
Billy, Phil is cheap. I mean, that's like a third of a card.
Decky, Billy, Phil.
Yeah.
Are you saying you can fit two more guys in the 20 to 30 range?
Definitely
one.
One. Or one at 14. And that's probably a full card or so.
Yeah.
14, 20, 60, 150.
Yeah.
So we'll see what those other guys do. If not, we can maybe pick someone in the 25 range. Maybe Finau. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I forgot Finau. He's Mormon, though, not Hawaiian, so.
Yeah. That's where I'm at. I mean, I think the first show, real deep dive into shit is going to be next week at Sony. I mean, this week you just try to get some guys in the mix, be a little bit underexposed. Hopefully you get lucky. If not, you move on. Don't lose too much money.
Yeah. Not going to lose sleep over Rahm, JT, Morikawa, X, Cantlay win. So.
Good. I'm good with that. And we'll see everybody for next week at Sony. If we get a guy in the mix, so be it. But this isn't the be-all, end-all this week.
All right, we're back, baby.
Let's go.